All right, welcome everybody to the first installment of the 23-24 District Advisory Committee meeting. We have an agenda today which will incorporate a short presentation on the LCAP and follow up with the California Voting Rights Act. So it's my pleasure to introduce Assistant Superintendent Heather Sharp, who will be making tonight's presentation.
Good evening. Tonight we're going to start off, as Dr. Nicholas said, talking about our LCAP. And what I'm going to do tonight is show you how...
Hold on a second. But before we go into that, if there's public comments from members of the community, there's a point in the meeting right now where you can make public comments. If not, we're going to go forward with the presentation. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So each year we roll out an infographic, and the infographic gives information related to the metrics that we show in our LCAP plan. And this evening I'm going to show you where you can find this information. Maybe. Yes, Thor. Okay, here we go. So this is on the district webpage. If you go to About LUSD and then down to Data Dashboard. Here you're going to see our 3 goals detailed out by current metrics. So here is our systematic closure of the opportunity gaps. This is goal 1. This is going to present all of the information for students that is academic. And if you go to the specific plus sign, so at each metric you're going to see this plus sign, and you click on this, and it will tell you what that metric is explaining. So the AP pass rate is the percentage of students enrolled in AP courses who scored a 3 or higher on the AP exam. And this is designed so that our community can get information on the district and also understand what the metrics are that they are seeing. I don't know, I can't close that. Okay. So scrolling down, we have goal 2 and 3. Goal 2 is instruction and curriculum efficacy. And goal 3 is our 21st century outcomes and stakeholder communication. Same idea as goal 1. You can click on each metric with the plus sign to identify what it's specifically referring to. But I would like to highlight pupil engagement in goal 3 right now. We have in the district with a 96% attendance rate, with that going up for every subgroup. And for chronic absenteeism, we had a 10%, and it went down in every subgroup, which is what we want to happen. Our graduation rate continues to be 100% with a 0% dropout rate. So our families and students and staff are doing an amazing job having our students get to school, and we are very proud of that because that's the first step in educating our students. And that concludes my presentation on the LCAP and the infographic.
Are there any questions regarding the infographic?
I wanted to say thank you very much. I don't actually have any questions because I've seen the infographic a number of times, but thank you for presenting it because we have to start off with the public from square one.
Okay. Thank you. Now I'm going to talk about the California Voting Rights Act. This is our community outreach presentation. So the California Voting Rights Act, CVRA, public agencies throughout California have begun the process to transition to by-trustee area elections to better ensure compliance with the California Voting Rights Act. On December 13th, 2023, the Lammersville School District Board of Trustees took action in the form of a board resolution that will lead to trustee voting areas in Lammersville USD Board of Trustee elections. The transition to voting areas will take place over the next 2 election cycles, November 2024 and November 2026. This PowerPoint is intended to give a general overview of the CVRA process. The district has established an information link on its website to assist the public by providing key sources of information. So at-large elections, this is the board's current method of election. Board members may reside anywhere within the boundaries of the school district. Registered voters within the boundaries of the school district may vote for all seats on the board. District-based by trustee area elections. District divided into trustee areas. Trustees reside within a trustee area, and voters only vote for the trustee within their specific trustee area. The potential benefits of by-trustee area elections. This promotes a less expensive process for candidates to run for the board. Potential positive impact on minority groups' abilities to influence elections. District is afforded protection from the California Voting Rights Act claims. Step 1 are the hearing procedures. There's pre-map hearing, 2 public hearings prior to preparing proposed by-trustee area maps. The first one is scheduled for January 17th, 2024 at 7 p.m. in the district boardroom. Map consideration hearings, 2 public hearings to consider proposed by-trustee area maps. Map adoption hearing, a public hearing before adopting the final by-trustee area map. Step 2 involves county committee review. The San Joaquin County Committee on School District Organization will hold at least 1 hearing on the district's selected map and then vote to approve or deny. Other considerations regarding trustee area elections. Terms of current board members not changed by transition to by-trustee areas. All incumbents retain their seat for their elected term. No change in the exterior boundaries of the district. No change to school attendance boundaries. So for questions or further information, you can go to our website. Here you can see, you click on the governing board, and down below, California Voting Rights Act. You click on that link and it will take you directly to this page where there will be updated information. You can see here, update 12/19/2023. And if you have further questions, you can email cvra@lammersvilleusd.net. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Thank you for your presentation. It was really clear. On the by districts, I see that they were outlined. There were 5 districts. Was that just an example, or have you identified what those districts look like?
They haven't been identified yet. A demographer will be putting together a map. The map will go through a process of 2 hearings. It will go to the board, and then the board will ultimately decide the map and this voting sequencing of years. And that'll be the process. That was just a sample.
Okay, the sample looked good. I didn't
Can we put the slide up with the timeline, please?
The timeline is going to be approved tonight, and so are you talking about that timeline?
Sorry, it doesn't have a timeline with dates, but it has the required meetings. Okay, so as a comment and to potentially answer questions from the public, the pre-map hearings are 2 public hearings, and they're intended to be exactly the same, to provide the same informational foundation to the public, so that the public can make comment from, you don't want to just have one meeting and say, here's all the information. You want to give the public multiple opportunities to understand what's going on. And then the map consideration hearings, the first one will be when the demographer presents the first map,
right,
or presents the maps. And it will also, those 2 will also be identical. It's not that the maps change. The demographer presents their recommendations as to possible maps that the community could discuss and the board could select. And the second map consideration hearing will discuss those very same maps to give the public two opportunities to come and speak to those specific maps.
That is correct. Any other questions? Assistant Superintendent Sharp, are you done with your presentations? All right, well, this concludes our District Advisory Committee, the first installment. There will be, in the latter part of the year, an additional presentation and ultimately a process where the board has a hearing regarding the budget and the final process, and then that goes for final approval at a June board meeting. And with that, thank you very much for coming this evening, and we hope you all have a good evening.
Thanks, everyone.